Robert, what is your nationality? I mean, really, you talk as if there are no African Americans, there are no black people, there are no people of any other color, race, culture that are for black people that are doing anything for African Americans, doing anything for black people. And you are so wrong. You give them so much credit. You did the same thing when Trump was coming here for trial. You put out this big fear tactic where you run into the hills, you run into Douglasville and all this other crap. And none of that came to fruition. What you should be on this radio doing is talking about telling individuals to prepare for whatever. Not this dumb stuff about how they do this and how they do that. They're no better than us. As a matter of fact, they're worse than us. People who are desperate do desperate things. They're desperate because they see our strength. They know what we are and what we do in numbers. And we are always fighting. There are people fighting everywhere all the time against the things that we are up against and battle against. It's like an uphill battle, but we're almost there. What people should be doing is you should be vigilant. You should stand strong on whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have to prove nothing to Robert or anybody. Because if you weren't doing anything, they wouldn't be so fighting you so hard against what you are doing. Each one of us are doing something. And one of the questions you ask is how they were able to get things done. Everybody knows that promiscuism is among, and y'all can get wrong, take it any way you want to, and don't come at me like I have some fear about homosexuality, some fear about who you sleep with. Everybody knows that one of the reasons AIDS spread, it wasn't so much because of black people and things like that. It's because promiscuous. When you're getting these things, the laws and these things passed, you get a lot of people who are undercover, who are on the down low and all these things. And Robert, you did tell a lie this morning on the radio. You said something that was absolutely true and untrue, and you know it. Said that homosexuality was a small, minute group of people. You know that is not true. You also know that there has been an agenda in reference to homosexuality in the United States. And that's not just with black people, that's with all people. And you know this, but you said that it was not. But it is. It is being pushed strongly. Anything that they can do to go against any other race, because that's why they are at a negative birth rate, because they were so strong with the flag. They were so strong with the homosexuality. They were so strong with raising this big flag and these colors all around in the parks and the streets and things like that. So they got to the point where they weren't even producing babies. So then what do? They start adopting. They start getting surrogates, but it would take them 10, 20 years to catch up to where we are. We have come very, 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 very far, Robert. Okay, so when you say these things and you make it sound like it's so true where people would actually be believing you. I don't want people to believing that this is where we are, because that's not where we are. We are dealing with a lot of things, but the most thing that people need to understand is that you need to be prepared, because if you're ready, you don't have to get ready. You need to understand at some point, talking is over. Talking is off the table. And just what Robert is saying, one thing, if there's 10 people that's doing these types of things that are talking about shutting down the government, talking about doing things against us, and I say this all the time, I'm not a violent person, but one thing that I don't like is that when they come to our neighborhood, so this one person comes to our neighborhood and pops off people just because of the color of their skin, and the only thing you can do is run. I'm sick of that scenario also. I'm tired of them coming to our neighborhoods. I'm tired of them picking who or what neighborhood they want to come to and killing us one by one just because of the color of our skin, but I'm also tired of the reaction that we give when they come to our neighborhoods. Just once, I want to see somebody like that young brother who swam in Alabama across that river and say, not today. But Robert, you are wrong to get on this radio and act like we're not doing absolutely nothing when there are a lot of people doing a whole lot of something all the time. One of the reasons they push against or push back away from us is because we are so strong, because we are in
all right, Deborah, we got to go to a break. I really appreciate your call. We appreciate your comment. We'll agree to disagree. All right, we'll be back after the break. Calling 447-226-1380. Get you involved in the conversation. News and Talk 1380 WAOK.